Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Small Talk. My guest today lives in Marshall, Texas, so that means he's like 2 hours. We have a time difference of 2 hours. Now, I believe he's a performing artist, and he went to Penn State. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet Tyson Manning. Welcome to the show, Tyson.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
I'm good, thank you. Can you turn your sound up a little bit or get closer to your whatever you're using, your phone? Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's really good. Thank you. Don't go sideways on me.
Oh, okay.
You're a
Because I think my son. Okay, I'm ready.
technology is wonderful. So now you're with Big Records, I believe.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how long have you been with Big Records?
I won't say about 3 months.
Okay. Now
But
tell me, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I'm just getting with the team.
Okay, good. Now tell me about your musical career. When did it start?
Well, I come from a a religious family, and I started out playing music in the church. I'm a drummer, play percussion. So I got in a little bit of trouble, and when I was younger, and I was incarcerated,
Okay.
and I just started trying to figure out ways how to relieve my stress on the inside, and it came out through a pen. And I started honing my craft, doing my writing my songs, and I went from 1 song to 10 songs, 10 songs to 100 songs, and it just kept going. It kept going from there. I had always been rapping, but I had never wrote. And then somebody encouraged me to start writing.
And now if I'm getting this right, like in a sense at that time, music helped you get on a better path, right?
Yeah. Ma'am.
All right. That is awesome. That is awesome. So you said you rap?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you also you're sorry, and you're also a drummer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that means you're always wait a minute, how does that work? Because drummers are usually at the back of the stage.
It's just, I mean, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. I mean, because I'm a drummer, but I love guitars, and I can't play. So it's it's just something I guess that God blessed me with as a voice to speak to people that really, how can I say it, that's been through similar stuff as me and don't know how to release that frustration or anger or pain.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to be able to speak to the world.
Yeah, you're going to touch a lot of souls.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, for sure. Now, are you in a band or are you a solo performer?
A solo artist.
Oh, okay. So now it makes sense, because I'm thinking when I said drummers is usually at back of the stage, I'm thinking that in a band, right? So now I know you've just been with Big Records for a while, but how long have you personally been performing?
Ooh, I want to say about 20 years.
Oh, right.
Yes, ma'am. I have a lot of material on YouTube, and I have a lot of music. I have a lot of music out there, and people just, I mean, like I say, they drawn to me. They say it's my voice. So, they just drawn to me.
Okay. So now tell me the name of some of your songs if people want to look them up.
I got Know the Feeling, Authentic, what else? Struggling, Strive. A lot. There's a lot of I got a song to my mom. It's called Mother Love. I have let me see. I mean, there's so many of them. It's
okay. And people can find them in places like Spotify and all of those music genres, or I mean locations.
Yes, ma'am. On the Tyson, if you get a lot of it on YouTube, that's my YouTube page. If you go to Tyson Manning, it pop up. say Good Guy Records and stuff like that. I have a nice,
Okay, say that again. Tyson on YouTube, you're under Tyson Manning. And what else did you say?
Good Guy Records.
Good Guide Records.
Good Guy, GOOD.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to repeat it so everybody can pay attention to that. And anyway, let's go back to it. You said you studied at Penn State. What did you study?
Oh no, ma'am. I went to I got incarcerated, and that's something I put on there.
Sorry, I misunderstood that.
I learned a lot up in there. Like I was
great.
I was 16 when I got incarcerated.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. That is funny though. I like that. I think it's very, very good. Okay. Oh, I see now. Good Guy. When you were talking about that, because I'm looking at, I just want to show people this. Let me just see if they can see that. That's where it says Good Guy.
Yes, ma'am. Right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I was looking at it on my phone and I didn't even realize. Now, you said you performed in the church. Were other family members musical?
Yes, ma'am. Well, my whole church was like, when I was coming up, all the kids in the neighborhood, we all went to one church.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I gotta give God the glory because, I mean, I was just around some talented people. And to be honest with you, one of my first rap songs was in the church.
Oh, okay.
So I took that and ran with it. I don't know. I guess, that it's been in me the whole time, but the church brought it out.
Nice. Yeah. Is Marshall a big city or a small town? I've never heard the name before.
It's a small town. It's a small town. It's getting bigger, but it's,
like most places, yeah. Yeah. Now, do you still perform at church?
Yes, ma'am. I play drums.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, for COVID, a lot of people had to stop doing especially musical careers, they had to stop doing things. But even in churches weren't meeting, at least here in Canada, they weren't, as far as I know. Was it shut down for your church closed the doors during COVID?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So that must have been tough, right?
Yes. I wrote a bunch of music and then I have my own, I have my own little studio set up around here. So I was recording a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you were very productive at the same time. Yeah. So now with big records, you're going to get that opportunity to tour, I would imagine.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you looking forward to doing that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I mean, ma'am.
Respect.
I understand, but I'm just Nancy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what are your goals, like long term? What are you hoping for to achieve?
Well, with the kind of music that I write, I just motivational speaker, motivate people, in tough times, keep their head up, and as I go on my musical journey, I will eventually want to write books, self-help books. Cause see, I read a lot of that stuff when I was incarcerated, and that helped me too.
Yeah.
So I really want to, as time progresses, I want to be a mentor. I might can help somebody, or they might can help me. We can help each other and help the world.
I think that's awesome because it's so easy to go on the wrong path, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and it takes somebody who's been there to get through to somebody who's going that way.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, even around here, I have a nice little voice in the community, and I try to help as many people as I can. Never know if I might need them one day. Some of the same advice that I'm giving them.
Yeah, pass it on,
ma'am. Yes,
yeah.
Ma'am.
All right, I think that's really awesome. So yeah, so you're still writing, of course. Always writing, right?
Always. Morning, writing in my head.
So what about when you're drumming though? What kind of I don't know how to ask that question, because drums, if you're in a band, you're playing whatever the song is being sung, right? You're playing to that music. So in church, what kind of drumming is it? Who is it? I don't know how to ask that question.
Oh, well, gospel music, it fast, slow, any kind.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I just play, some of the songs, the choir director, she writes songs, but for the most,
okay. They're singing and you're playing the drums for what they're singing, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll get through to this, get that in my head eventually, all of it. I don't know what other questions to ask, you pretty well said it all about, growing up and getting in, going the wrong way and getting out of that area, which is really, really awesome. I think that's very commendable, and to be able to help anybody is wonderful. So, maybe people see even this and they'll want to reach out to you, right?
Yeah.
So they can reach out to you on Facebook or again, go to your YouTube page.
My music is everywhere. So Pandora, everywhere, XM satellite, everywhere.
Right.
So,
okay, great. Well, thanks for doing this. I appreciate it.
yes,
just stay on camera there while I talk to the audience. So everybody, you've been listening to Tyson Manning, and I would say his music is inspirational.
Yes,
inspirational rapping from where he's been. Knows what he's talking about, and if you know of some young person who you see is going the wrong way, connect them with Tyson, and maybe he can help them straighten it out. Because like when I talk to my daughter, what she hears is blah blah blah. Right? Sometimes it takes somebody else. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you'll like, save, and subscribe, and take care and peace out, everyone.
A sense of community, Chilliwack's a place to be. A sense of community where you're free. Rolling through the mountains, rolling through the valley, rolling through paradise with me. It's multicultural, you're sure to see it all. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see. Come party in the park, go dancing after dark. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see.